Hi, I'm Wesley and I teach at Holy Cross High School. One day as I was leaving work, I find this. It was a poster by the main office indicating the Archdiocese of Louisville was being recognized by the AP College Board for, and I quote, improving access to advanced placement courses for a broader number of students, while improving the rate at which their AP students earn scores of 3 or higher on the exams. Frankly, we upped the number of AP courses and the students who took them, while overall scores remained high. This would seem like a good thing, but it got me thinking. As a candidate applying for gifted and talented licensure, I began to wonder about the effectiveness of AP courses. Sure, our best and brightest register for as many courses as their transcripts will allow, but do these AP courses really provide for the needs of gifted students? Are their needs being met? But what is it that gifted students need? Well, that's a loaded question in and of itself. You see, it's difficult to pinpoint specific things that all gifted students need because, well, there really is no universally accepted definition of what it means to be gifted. Even says so on the National Association of Gifted Children's website. And while that seems to discredit the notion that individuals identified as gifted don't need special accommodations, researchers in the field, like Francis Carnes, says the diversity of definitions is a good thing because it alludes to the complexity and uniqueness of abilities found in those individuals. Each individual gifted student is unique and should be looked at as such in order to ensure continuous progress is made in their learning. So if each student is unique, how can you ensure that their individual needs are being met? Simple. Gifted students have to be supported, encouraged, and challenged to grow. Do AP courses provide that for gifted students? Some people think so. A 2004 report entitled A Nation Deceived: How Schools Hold Back America's Brightest Students has a whole chapter on the benefits of AP courses, saying those classes provide advanced and rigorous material that would engage gifted students. Comparing it to academic acceleration, they claim that AP courses allow gifted students to be challenged academically while retaining the social benefits of remaining with their peer groups in high school. While this sounded promising, I was still not convinced. The College Board actually began the AP initiative back in the 1950s as a way for apt high school students to gain access to college-level material and receive college credit. To align and standardize these programs, the College Board instituted a series of assessments, the AP exams, to validate students' knowledge and justify college credit. For school districts, the AP program seemed like an excellent opportunity to challenge academically advanced students, which is why it's become the most prominent strategy utilized to serve gifted populations at the secondary level. Well, if AP courses were so great for gifted students, I thought I should see what the College Board directly had to say about it. What was their take on ensuring the needs of gifted learners? Imagine my surprise when I searched the College Board's numerous websites and found no mention of gifted students. That's right, zero, zip, nilch. In fact, rather than endorse AP courses as a strategy for gifted learners, they promoted that any student who felt like it should enroll in an AP course. For a program that's being touted as a top resource for gifted learners, you would think they would at least have something on their validity for gifted education. I mean, how are AP courses regulated anyway? In order to be an approved AP course, schools have to submit a detailed syllabus outlining specific curriculum standards, a tentative time frame, and resources available for the students to reference. These syllabi applications are reviewed by the College Board in an official audit process to ensure the quality of the course. And while this forces schools to evaluate the content and resources presented to students who take AP courses, this does leave one question in my mind. Once that syllabus is approved and schools can use AP on their transcripts, who ensures that document is upheld? Are schools checking in on the teachers of those AP courses to make sure they are following that approved syllabus to a T? Well, a study was done by the National Research Center on Gifted and Talented Learners back in 2006 that showed that individual experiences varied from AP classroom to AP classroom. And, due to pressure from administrators, many AP teachers felt the need to teach to the test over the development of critical thinking skills in order to ensure higher test scores on the final assessments. The report says, and I quote, most AP courses are designed as a fast-paced, one-size-fits-all, based on a belief in the need for student exposure to the entire curriculum in constrained time limits. End quote. A one-size-fits-all? That goes directly against the needs of gifted learners who are unique and require a more individualized, differentiated approach. So, going back to my original question, do AP courses really meet the needs of gifted learners? I guess it all goes back to the teacher who makes all of the instructional decisions in the AP classroom. Are they making choices based on the needs of gifted learners? Are they even qualified to do so? I mean, the College Board makes no mandatory requirements for teaching an AP course, so AP teachers do not have to have any formal training in gifted education whatsoever. Without that knowledge, how can they meet the needs of their gifted populations? In conclusion, AP courses are not necessarily designed with the needs of the gifted learner in mind, but that doesn't mean we should give up on them. AP courses could be beneficial if the conditions were right and were implemented as part of a greater holistic program, rather than the only accommodation offered. To be successful at meeting gifted needs, AP teachers need to shift focus away from a one-size-fits-all approach, and more towards differentiation and development of critical thinking skills. Receiving formalized training in gifted education wouldn't be a bad idea either, as long as the instructional decisions concerning gifted students were intentional. It would make a world of a difference. At least, that's what I'm going to tell my principal.